Okay, so Abraham came from the land of Ur. The land of Ur is located on the continent of Asia. And we know Abraham was black, but we also know that all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Abraham represents the Asiatic black man. And in the Bible, he was told to move away from his kindred and his people and move to this other land, and God was going to bless him and make a nation under him. Abraham was Hindu, not Hebrew. But moving on. There was already a people dwelling in the land that Abraham was promised, and them people was us, the so-called Negroes. So let's go ahead and make that correction now. Y'all are Hindu Israelites, not Hebrew Israelites. They claim the cradle of civilization is Mesopotamia, but that land is also located on the continent of Asia. There's a book I'm reading called The History of Ancient America, and it said when the explorers reached the Americas, the people looked identical to the Israelites. They called us Indians because we look just like the people that migrated from India, which is still located on the continent of Asia. I said all that to say this. The Asiatic black man helped to colonize the Americas. And that's where the rumor comes from that black people helped enslave their own people. So if you're claiming to be Hebrew Israelite, you're either claiming a false identity or you're claiming that you helped the colonizer. That's all. Abraham was Hindu, not Hebrew. Already a people dwelling in the land that Abraham was promised, and them people was us, the so-called Negroes.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakahak Wadash. And double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone. And to the rest of the brethren on down is teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom, Bayat Shah Dawadah. And to Zakim and Akwat, that's out to repent to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. And also to the speckled bird of our people, wherever you are out there, among the other nations, looking like the other nations. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. This your Hakarab coming at you with a quick one. And you heard it. You heard it. But I want to punch up these scriptures first. I want to grab a scripture first, and I'm going to read that. Then I want to show some meaning of a few words dealing with the scripture. And then we go pull out a few more scriptures, and I'm going to end it off real quick. But let's get straight into it. Proverbs 7. And let's go down to it. Matter of fact, Slakia. Proverbs 9 and 13. It says what? A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. But we're going to go into a few meanings of these words when the Most High said, she is foolish and knoweth nothing. We're going to go into what foolish is, and we're going to go into what that simple is real quick. See? But basically, why she is foolish, why she is simple and knoweth nothing. Why? This is why. Job 39 and verse 17. Because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. So if you don't have that wisdom and you don't have that understanding, what else you don't have? The knowledge, the meaning of knowing something. You don't have that either. See? And you clearly can tell she don't have that. The wisdom or the knowledge or the understanding. Because if she would, she wouldn't have said that dumb thing that she said. See? And this is why they need to be quiet. See? Ain't no light in their rebellious asses. They ain't even listening. The Most High sent up the men. He deal with the men. He don't deal with no... You think he just go pass over all his men and then go straight to women. That's out of order right there. The Most High is about balance, and the balance that he established is what? It's him Number one, Yahweh Shah number two, and the Israelite man is number three in that order. And the women, they're not side by side with us in that order. They are beneath us. See? But they don't like that order. See? And this is why you don't have any wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. See? A bunch of damn dumbasses. Now let's go into that meaning of those words and grab a few more scriptures and in and out. But I want to go into the meaning of the word foolish and simple. But first, let's do this like this. Let's go in here and look here first. Don't make no damn sense. Abraham was a Hebrew. He was a Hindu, not a Hebrew. And then said the people that was in the land, them damn Canaanites and Hamites, that they was us, so-called Negroes. Stupid as hell, man. A foolish woman. Let's go into that word foolish. Right? And it says what? Straight out the gate, what does it say right there? It says a woman is foolish. What it says right there? Stupidity. See? So right there, that's one time the Most High said you stupid. Right? And then it says right there, what it says? From H3684, silliness. And we're going to see if that word also means stupid. We're going to find out. See? And we're going to go into, but then come down right here and it says what? Well, you see what it says right here? Proverbs 9 and verse 13. You see what it says? Let's go light all this up right quick. Right? And you see what it says right here? You see what it say? You see what it says and what it say? What does it say? Stupidity. You see that? It's like you. And it says what? Proverbs 9 and 13. The woman's stupidity. You see that? You see? So he telling you right there that they're stupid. This is why you don't have any knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. Or rather wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. See? You don't listen. You're too busy trying to talk. See? Instead of listening. This is why the scripture says this real quick. Let's grab it real quick before I go into those meanings. Right? When you go into Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 1, it says what? Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. Wait a minute. What is the sacrifice of fools? To be always running their mouth and don't know what the hell they talking about. See? For they consider not that they do evil. See? So when it says keep thy foot, meaning hold your damn tongue. Be quiet. See? But these women of our nation, they some rebellious motherfuckers, man, because they don't want to be quiet. You tell them to be quiet, their mouth will keep on running. Like broken chatterboxes. You can't shut them up. Verse 2. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before Yahweh. For Yahweh is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore let thy words be few. See? Be quiet. Listen to what's being taught, and you will do good. You go against what's being taught by the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and guess what? You err. What it says you're doing? For they consider not that they do evil. You're doing evil. Running around talking about Abraham was a Hindu and not a Hebrew. Man, what do the scriptures say? If you knew anything, this is, hey, man, matter of fact, let me grab this before I grab that one right quick. Let me grab this before I grab that. Oh, yeah, let me grab this real quick. Isaiah. Is that what I want? No, I want the one first Peter, because I'm going to go into something real quick with that. 1 Peter 4 and verse 11. And it says what? If any man speak, and the speaking is going into this teaching. Let him speak as the oracles of Yahweh. And if any man minister, let him do it as ability which Yahweh giveth, that in all things Yahweh may be glorified. Through Mashiach Yahushua, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Right? Let's go back to that Isaiah right quick. because I want to get that light right quick. Right? Isaiah 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. I'm going to grab that light. Right? Just because it don't make no damn sense, man. Saying all this old stupid ass shit talking about Abraham was a Hindu. And reason why they said it because we looked just like the people that migrated over here from East India. From India. What the hell is you talking about? just stupid as hell, man. Just dumb, man. Where it didn't give me much in there, Slovakia. Where it didn't give me much there, it says literal, figuratively, or adverbial. Day spring. Basically, your ass. Let me see real quick. Let me see this. Shahar. Right. Let me see. It says the light, right? And we'll grab this. Shachar. And it says a primitive root properly to dawn, i.e. figuratively. Be up early at any task with the implication of earnestness, by extension to search for, with painstaking, do something, betimes, inquire early, rise, seek, betimes, seek diligently early. But so what? Seek what? So if you're in this light, you're going to do what? You're going to seek these things out. You're going to inquire instead of just running your damn mouth. See? But in inquiring, you're going to be taught. That's a part of inquiring. You're going to seek and be taught. See? So she said, let's go here. Grab this. Genesis 14 and verse 13. What it says right here. You see it lit up. Now this is going into when Abraham, when Lot was taken by those damn Hamites and all this. Ain't no telling what they was going to try to do to him. You know, them old weird ass fags and stuff. They probably would have busted him through and then ate him after they was through. But then, look what it says. And they took Lot, Abraham's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abraham the Hebrew. What it says right here? And told who? And told who? Abraham the Hebrew. You see it right there? Abraham the Hebrew. Wait, do it say Abraham the Hindu? No, it says Abraham the Hebrew. Why? Because he was a descendant of Shem, and he came through the loins of Ibar. See? So what was it? He ain't come through the loins of Elam. He came through the loins of Ibar. See? Just simple as hell. Right? Simple as hell. Now let me go grab these definitions on these dumbass motherfuckers, right? And then we go into that Ibar, that Abraham is the descendant of Ibar. That's why he was called Abraham the Hebrew, and transcended down to us. Not Abraham the Hindu, Abraham the Hebrew. You see what the scriptures say? So once again, it says what? If they speak not according to this word, it is because they what? They don't have no light in them. This truth ain't in them. This truth ain't in them. See? But let's go get these things real quick, these definitions, and then we'll get ready to grab a few more scriptures. Just grabbing this etymology online right quick. Now let's go into a few words. We go grab foolish, we go grab silly, and we go grab simple. Let's see. Let's see what all three of them mean. So first, let's grab foolish. Let's grab that first. And let's search it. Come on now. Come on, baby. Come on. Now, you see what it says right here, right? Now, let's read it right quick. Is that the, yep, there you go, right there. You see what it says? Foolish, right? It says exhibiting folly, deficient, in sense or discretion. You see what it says right there, right? You see what it says? Slakia. Well, they ain't letting me punch it up. But you see it after discretion. It says what? Stupid. So I don't need to even read no more. You see that? So for the word foolish, it means stupid. Let's search another one. Which one I wanted? Silly. Silly. And it says what? Silly. Is that what I want? Let's go down. Slovakia. Now, and it says what? Silliness, foolish, senselessness, weakness of understanding, absurd folly from silly. And then you might as well read the word nice too. Nice, because nice don't mean, oh, he's polite and he's very, he speak. No, it means stupid. What it says right here, careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple. So wait a minute. You see the word simple right there? It says stupid and silly. So that word silly, it took you to nice, which also means stupid. You see the word silly right there that's highlighted in there? Which it's the synonyms and what you see right there. Stupid and simple and foolish. So foolish, silly, stupid, and simple. All those words right there. Foolish, silly, simple, and the word nice goes into stupid. It means you're stupid. See? Now let's grab that one, simple, which is already in there, but let's just grab it anyway. Right? Simple. Because he said, a foolish woman is simple and she knoweth nothing. And what it says for simple. What it says for simple. Let's read it. Let me look at the other one first. In simpleness, simple-minded, simplistic. Basically, you see it right there for simplicity. Hey, well, let's go up. Simplism. Right, but you see it says what? Simple. An innocent or a guileless person, a humble or modest person from simple was considered the possessor of a particular virtue, and thus each constitutes a simpleness, innocence, blamelessness, also unity, wholeness, also obscene of pride from simple. Yeah, but basically they ain't going to. But you already see what it says. Now it says for simple-minded, meaning what it says, ingenuous, sincere. Well, ingenuous means that you're not sincere. So how does simple-minded mean ingenuous, and then it means sincere? Sincere means honest. You're being straightforward. You're being speaking truthful. See, and then disingenuous is the same. So how can those be the same? See, but the point is, it means stupid. See, it means stupid. But let's go back to the scriptures. Now let's grab this Ibar and time before I continue, right? Because that shit ticked me off. And I'm like, that's why the Most High say y'all gotta be quiet. You women need to be quiet, man. Learn about obedience before you run around and thinking that you finna get all kind of spiritual powers and all that shit. No. And if any brother telling you, yeah, you sisters, man, stop, man, shut your asses up, man. If anything, they gonna be changed and made obedient unto the man. You talking about, yeah, sisters, y'all gonna get spiritual powers too. Man, shut up, man. Shut up. They ass need to be changed and made obedient to serve the motherfucking man. Not to be running around talking about they gonna get spiritual powers and then they gonna be running around thinking they equal with you because you got spiritual powers. No, their ass gonna be made going back to the beginning of what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh intended for their ass to be to serve the motherfucking man. But let me get back into the Genesis, the 11th chapter, right? And we're gonna go down to dealing with Shem, Ibar, right? Now, you see what it says right here? Descendants of Shem. And it said, now, when you going into this chapter right here, from 10 down, it's actually going into the sons of Shem that the Most High was dealing with. But Shem had other sons. But these is going into that line that the Most High was dealing with. Basically, these are the sons of God after the flood. See? It ain't no, all people was the sons of God. No, these are the sons of God after the flood. See? And then you got particular individuals that the Most High was dealing with, all the way down to Abraham. Now, of course, Abraham's father's house, his people, they was worshiping idols. But what did the Most High do? He got Abraham away from his father's house. Not necessarily away from his father, because when he came out of there, if I'm not mistaken, his father went with him. See, it was just talking about his father's house, meaning his father's people, because they was what? Idol worshippers. See? But let's go into it and read it real quick. Let's go back up to 10. Because I'm going to come down to that Ibar, of why we are referred to as the Hebrews and Israelites from our father, because our progenitor is Yasharallah. See? But let's get to it. I don't want it to be long, but let's get to it. And it says what? Genesis 11 and 10. These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years and begat sons and daughters. And Arphaxad lived 35 years and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 433 years and begat sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber, and it's Ibar. Let's grab it. Let's see what it means. Right? Ibar. Right? It says Ibar, right? You see it. And it says what? Eber or Heber equals the region beyond, son of Salah, grandson of Shem, father of Peleg, and Yoktan. Now, Peleg is who the Most High was dealing with. Now, it says what? A chief of Gad, Benjamite, that had that name, right? But you see what it means, right? You see what it means. Heber, meaning what? For Hebrew. That's what the Hebrew go back to. Ibar. See? See? That's why we are referred to as the Hebrews, because you go into that. Matter of fact, let's grab it real quick. Let's grab it. Let's go back to let's go to that Genesis 14 again. Right? Because I could have went to that what Paul said. Paul said, are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Paul didn't say, I'm a Hindu Israelite. That's what I am. I'm a Hindu Israelite. He said, I'm a Hebrew. Like, we tired of you dumb niggas, man. You need to shut the fuck up, man, and wait for y'all damn annihilation and y'all destruction for not repenting. Dumbasses. Genesis 14 and 13. Let's grab that Hebrew. And let's go back to it and see what it says. You see what it says right there? Ibaria, right? You see? Ibaria. And it says what? Hebrew, which going back to the word. You see it right here? H5677. Ibar. You see that? So that Hebrew goes back to what? Ibar. What it says right here for Hebrew? Hebrew equals one from beyond. You see that? A designation of the patriarchs and the Israelites. What? Hebrew Israelites. You see that? You see? And then when it said the patriarchs, it was concerning Yahweh, Lawiyah, But Yum, and the rest of the tribes. Gad, Simeon, all the rest of the tribes. That's the patriarchs. So they was what? Hebrew Israelites. You idiot. Not no damn Hindus. Like, we tired of y'all, man. Y'all need to be quiet. See? And what it says right here, Strong's definition. Patrilineal. Well, you get the point. It says what? From H5677 and Eberite, i.e. Hebrew or descendant of Ibar, Hebrew man or Hebrew woman. You see that? Not no damn Hindu. You idiots. So most of you niggas, y'all gonna be destroyed, man. And we tired of y'all asses. But let me grab that. You see that right there, right? Going down from Eber, verse 15, down from Eber, and then it's gonna go to who? All the way down to Abraham, verse 26. And Terah lived 70 years and begat Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. You see that? So why was Abraham called? Was Abraham called a Hindu? No, Abraham the Hebrew. Because his forefather, he descended from Ibar. You fucking idiots. Like, y'all don't know nothing, man. We tired of y'all because y'all always running your mouth. Go join on to them devils and wait for your annihilation. But let's grab this in Genesis, right? Now, you see, she made a statement and said, and when Abraham came into the land, and we was already in the, there was a people already in the land, and that was us. That was us. That was the so-called Negroes. Now, if you go into the Bible Compact Dictionary, into the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, and it's going to tell you about the sons of Ham. But let's read them, right? Genesis 10 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. Now, I just literally lightly went into those individuals that was born after the flood. Dealing with Shem, his son Arphaxad, but it's going to show you that our Shem had other sons, but those wasn't mentioned in Genesis 11. Why? Because it was solely dealing with who the Most High was dealing with. That particular line. Not all the sons of Shem the Most High was dealing with. See? Now, let's go down to it, right? Now, you see what it says right here for Ham. The sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Those people that was in the land when Abraham came in was Canaan. See, these are Hamites. You got Cush the Ethiopian, Mizraim the Egyptians, Put is the Libyans, and Canaan was those individuals that was in the land when we came in there. See, the scriptures don't say nothing about the Canaanites is going into captivity for breaking the covenant of the Most High that the Most High made with the. He ain't made no damn covenant with no Canaanites. We ain't no motherfucking Hamites. You dumb people. It's just dumb as hell. This show you that the Most High, the reason why he said the women are stupid. They're stupid, man, because they don't listen. See, this is why the Most High said, we are the ones that's going to teach you. When it comes to the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, we are going to be the ones that teach you, but they don't want to be taught by you. See, they'll run to the damn devil and sit on his lap and say, sing Jingle Bell to me and tell me all the stories that you want to tell me. Crooked ass niggas. But what it says right here, let's go down to you. So you see Ham descendants, right? Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Now, when you go into the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, what would you see? It says what? Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, but what? But not the Negroes. Who are the Negroes? But not the Israelites. See? That's what they should have put in there. But they didn't put it in there because why? They Edomites. They was trying to hide your identity. See? But that's the correction said. That Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, and these dark races was who? Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. See? But not the Israelites. He ain't the progenitor of the Israelites because we're not no Hamites. We go back to Shem. See? Let's go down to it. To Shem. Right? And it says right here in verse 21. Genesis 10 and 21. Unto Shem also the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the eldest, even to him were children born. The children of Shem. Elam. Now who is Elam right here? When that brought Hindu. It says Elam. Abraham don't come through no damn Elam. Or Asher. Or he come through Arphaxad. Not no damn Elam. And then it says, and Lud and Aram. Abraham don't come through Lud. He don't come through Aram. He only come through Arphaxad. He don't come through Asher and Elam. See, Elam is the East Indians. Who you would say the East Indians. That's Elam. See, like the Persians, the ancient Persians, they came through that line of Elam. See, you people stupid, man. Y'all don't know nothing, man. And always trying to open y'all mouth concerning the scriptures, but you don't know nothing. We trying to share this light with you. But so be quiet and accept it. And if you don't want to accept it, shut your goddamn mouth and wait for your annihilation. See? But let's grab that Arphaxad right quick. And I'm about to end it off because I don't want to drag it on today. You know, basically, the point is, I ain't even want to go in, but the point is made. Arphaxad, right? I shall fail as the breast He cursed the breast bottle. It says the third son of Shem. And this is Abraham go through this line right here. See? And what it says right here. It says probably of foreign origin. Right? What is that? What is it? Let me see. Arap Kashad. Right? And it says what? A son of Noah, also the region settled by him. See? Basically our facts said, right? And you know that what that region was. Now, let's go to Elam right quick, just to read that real quick. Right? Elam, the son of Shem, Elam. It says Elam, equal eternity. A Korite Levite that had that name at the time of David. Benjamin, Jerubbaal that turned to, I don't want those, I'm just come down to the point. Right, dealing with the name. And then it says right here, Elam, a province east of Babylon, meaning talking about ancient Babylon, on the other side of the Euphrates River. And who was that? Iran. See? The ancient Persians. See? And the East Indians. And it says, and northeast of the Lord Tigris. You see that? That ain't got nothing to, it says what? And that ain't got nothing to do, just don't make no goddamn sense with these people, man. They be running their mouth but don't know nothing. See, talking about Abraham was a Hindu. Abraham wasn't no damn Hindu. He was a Hebrew, you idiots. Y'all need to be quiet, man. These goddamn women of our nation, either be quiet or you gonna get a good ass butt whooping. You gonna be discarded with the rest of the filth. And I'm gonna end it off there. I ain't even want to be long. I just wanted to bring that out. Giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Hakudah, Shalom, Yasharallah.